A girl is about to sit on a sofa when an arrogant boy comes from behind, pushes her aside, and sits down himself. The girl says, "What kind of rudeness is this? You should be ashamed of behaving like that." The arrogant boy replies, "No, I'm not ashamed at all, because poor people like you deserve this treatment." Actually, both of them had come to the same office for a job interview. Meanwhile, a disabled boy also arrives there and asks, "Is the job interview happening here?" The arrogant boy mocks him, saying, "Look at this. I was trying to get rid of one poor girl, and now this cripple has come for the interview too." Saying this, he laughs at them mockingly. Hearing this, the disabled boy calmly says, "Your arrogance is your choice, but as a human being, you could at least offer this pregnant woman a seat." The arrogant boy laughs sarcastically, gets up, and says to the girl, "Fine, since you're pregnant, sit here. Otherwise, I don't even talk to people like you." The girl sits down on the sofa. After a while, they are called inside for the interview. As the pregnant girl is about to go in, the arrogant boy quickly stands up and says proudly, "I came here before you, so I'll go first." Then he walks into the interview room. A few minutes later, the office owner arrives for the interview. By mistake, some of her money falls to the floor as she sits down. She asks the arrogant boy for his documents, checks them, and says, "All right, start by introducing yourself." The arrogant boy begins to introduce himself and talks about his experience related to the job. But in reality, his focus is on the money lying on the floor. He slowly moves the money toward himself with his foot, and when he gets a chance, he quietly picks it up and hides it in his pocket. After finishing the interview, the office owner tells him to wait outside for the final selection. Hearing this, the arrogant, greedy, and dishonest boy leaves the room. Next, it's the disabled boy's turn. Once again, the office owner accidentally drops some money before sitting down. The disabled, kind-hearted boy hands over his documents politely and introduces himself respectfully. He talks about his job experience and answers all her questions honestly. After his interview, the office owner comes out to escort both candidates and says, "Please wait here for a while. I'll soon tell you the final result and who has been selected for the job." Then she leaves the room. While she's gone, the arrogant boy forcefully snatches the disabled boy's documents and tears them apart. At that moment, the lady who conducted their interviews returns, but she isn't actually the real office owner. She stops them and gestures toward the real owner, asking her to come inside. Then, the same girl who had pretended to be pregnant earlier walks in and says, "I am the owner of this office." The arrogant boy is shocked and says, You're the owner here?" The disabled boy also says, "But weren't you here for the interview?" The woman who had been interviewing them says, "Actually, she is the real owner of this office. She will make the final decision about who gets the job." Then she steps aside. The real owner says, "I needed a kind-hearted and honest person for this position, so I had to test both your compassion and honesty. That was your real interview." The interviewer adds, "When I dropped some money inside the office to test your honesty, this greedy and arrogant man hid the money instead of returning it. But this kind and honest disabled young man returned all of it without hesitation." Hearing this, the owner immediately dismisses the arrogant boy and selects the kind-hearted, honest disabled man for the job because of his goodness and integrity. Truly, kindness and honesty are the best policy. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video.